Dear Class of 2020, my name is Linda Tamayo, and this year I had the opportunity of fulfilling the honorable role as your senior class president. Today we received our high school diplomas, a defining moment in our education. Living in Patterson, we have been surrounded by our peers for a majority of our lives. Although I wasn't born in Patterson, I came to the Patterson School District in 3rd grade, where throughout the years I have made a vast amount of connections with my teachers, community members, and have gained a great group of friends. For some people, Patterson is all they've ever known. Their peers are not only their classmates, but they are family. But regardless of when you came to Patterson High or Patterson in general, there is no doubt that you have experienced the same sense of community as well. Growing up in a small area, we often joke about there not being much to do. This leaves room for endless opportunities for us to get creative and become involved with the community and enjoy the simple pleasures in life, such as going out to eat and spending time with your loved ones. That is also why our high school is such an integral part of our community. Something that I have always admired about our class is our spirit, because it's able to be seen at any of our events and keeps us going. For example, at our very first event, it was Senior Sunrise, and it was during the first week of school. Even though most people aren't early birds or will willingly want to wake up at the crack of dawn, we had almost half of the class there at 5 a.m. ready and excited to start off senior year. Then October came around, and it was fall homecoming week. We got to experience various dress-up days, a drive-in movie night, attend the homecoming football game, and got first place at the night rally. After that, November came around, where we received our senior sweatshirts. This moment was exciting because it defined that we were almost halfway done with our senior year. And then it was January, where we experienced our very last winter homecoming. I remember spending my winter break choreographing dances and coming up with the storyline with my friends in preparation for our final night rally performance. We spent the rest of January holding practices, building props, and then it was the time for the performance, and again we got first place. After this win, it was when people realized that this would be one of our last big events, and we were halfway throughout the year then, but now fast forward and we're done with our journey. I want to congratulate my class for their achievements and for overcoming the obstacles they were faced throughout high school and the unfavorable circumstances we are facing today. I would also like to acknowledge those who helped guide me along the way. I would first like to thank my parents for their unconditional love, which I am so grateful for. They have been my rock throughout my life and are always willing to do anything to support me in order to help me achieve my dreams. My mom would drive me back and forth to school multiple times a day so that I can be a part of numerous clubs and serve my fellow classmates. My dad would always help me with my projects, and he would always work to provide for our family. I would also like to thank my siblings and my in-laws. Being the youngest of 4, I'm grateful for all the advice they have given me, but also making sure that they don't give me all the answers so that I can be independent enough to navigate my way throughout life. And last but not least, I would like to thank the amazing PHS administrators, staff, and faculty for continuously striving to make our campus and lives a better place. A special shout out to Ms. Molina, Ms. Grimes, Ms. Dittman, Mr. Zule, Ms. Reynolds, Mrs. Lozano, and Mr. Leonard. Your work does not go unrecognized, and you have made a lasting impact not just on my life, but the rest of my classmates. Because of you, we truly know what it means to be a Tiger. Now I'd like to address our current situation. As of now, we have been in quarantine for about 2.5 months, and it's quite crazy to wrap your head around because it feels as if we are living in an alternate reality. It is a bit ironic because in March, a lot of seniors were talking about what they were going to do for Senior Ditch Day, but little did we know it lasts throughout May. In times like these, everyone is frightened about all the uncertainty. It would be easy for people to only be concerned about themselves and their families, but something that I admire about Patterson is that in times of tribulation, rather than being selfish, people are willing to give to others and bring joy to those being affected in the community, the class of 2020 being a large part of them. For instance, 2 moms started Adopt a Senior on Facebook, and that's where a lot of students were able to be recognized. And we have continued this because everyone deserves to feel appreciated. And although we are not experiencing a typical end to our senior year, I, along with other classmates, teachers, and members of the community, have been working hard to think of different ways to honor our class, and this is not the end. Another example of how our class is being honored are the 6 feet apart banners displayed all over the school. All around campus are the faces of 376 seniors. Not only are they the faces of the people who make PHS a great place, but they are the faces of future leaders and so much more. I am very proud to say that our class is composed of very skilled and unique individuals. Upon high school graduation, I am confident that my peers will be amongst the people striving to improve the world around us. With the pandemic, safety regulations will place certain restrictions upon our lives, but that does not mean we cannot work hard and think of alternative ways to get things done or work efficiently while still creating wonderful memories. Although we were not able to celebrate the final events of our senior year, no one can take away how far you have come. We are the class that has made history, and I hope to empower you to maintain the 2020 vision from this point forward and beyond.